take questions. And again, when you have a question, please raise your hand. We have microphone holders on each side, and they'll get the microphone to you. First of all, welcome to this great day out here, obviously, and we're very excited to be here. We had a great trip in New York. It's been a whirlwind for all of us, obviously, but very excited about this upcoming year here at Washington State. I've got Kevin Kooyman here to my left, and one of our few fifth-year seniors in our program. Very excited to have Kevin here, and maybe he can field some questions. But for our upcoming year, we feel we're a very young football team. We have quite a bit of experience. We have some young kids in this team. They're going to be special players in this conference for the next 3 to 4 years. We're very excited about the direction and where we're headed. I think you'll see a dramatic improvement in our football team in all facets of our game. I really believe you'll see a surprise team this year out of Washington State. We've been building this football team. We feel the right way and how it's meant to be at Washington State. You go back the last 12 years, there's great tradition at Washington State. We've been to the Rose Bowl here and played in this game on New Year's Day 2 times in the last 12 years. Other than Oregon and USC, no other team has done that. We feel we're on the path of what led those teams to Washington State to go to the Rose Bowl. We feel we're headed in that same direction, and we're going to kind of take a big step. I feel very confident now. We have hired I feel the best athletic director in America, in Bill Moose, and he has built football programs before, and he's going to completely add and aid the direction we're headed right now and be able to bring us to a higher level and direction. So I'm very excited about the combination of what we have and from support from administration, Bill's experience, and this young football team that we're going to be showcasing this fall. And I'd like to kind of now lead it open to questions, if you have some, for Kevin or myself. The mic's coming.
Coach, can you talk about the progress of number 21, James Montgomery?
James has been running around. He's doing very well. We anticipate that he's going to make a recovery and able to play, which is a miracle, to be quite honest. A combination of the apartment syndrome surgery that he had last September and the knee surgery on the opposite knee this last December with microfracture surgery. He's doing extremely well, and I don't know that he'll be at his tip-top shape by the first game, but I think as the season progresses, he will move into that. And so right now, everything is looking real well.
Hey, Paul, Todd Millen at the Tacoma News Tribune. Can you talk a little bit about Jeff Toole's season and what you think from him, what you expect from him this season?
You know, of course, we're very high on Jeff, and Jeff came in a year ago. This time he was about 190 pounds. He's now about 214, 215 pounds. So he's put on about 20 to 25 pounds, and he's gotten bigger and stronger. Unlike a lot of quarterbacks that played this last fall as freshmen, who came in maybe in January and were able to go through spring football, Jeff just came in last August, and so we really threw him to the wolves. As a freshman, his statistics were a higher mark than Drew Bledsoe's were as a true freshman at Washington State. And Drew's the only one in recent memory that played as a true freshman at Washington State at quarterback. Ryan Leafs and Mark Rippons and Jason Gessers, Alex Brinks of the world, the past quarterbacks were all had the luxury of redshirt in their freshman year. And right now, heading into a second year at the quarterback position, I feel that Jeff is every bit as where those guys were, probably ahead of them all. He has progressed. He's getting more and more comfortable with his teammates. He still has youth at receiver, so the continuity there isn't going to be as good as it's going to be. But he's made a lot of progress, and he's in great shape, and he looks a lot better, and we're very excited about what he's going to be able to bring us this fall.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about the New York experience the last couple days and what you think your program got out of it and what you think the Pac-10 got out of it?
Well, you know, I think all the head coaches, you find out that they're actually pretty good guys when you think they're not. We actually had a little bit of some bonding time there, but the experience was great because just to be able to be there physically and get eye-to-eye contact with their media, I think they were extremely impressed because that's never happened to them. And the exposure and the excitement that wherever we went, there was tremendous excitement in people's eyes and their body language. I think that was very evident in everything we did. I think they felt honored, and wow, this is a unique opportunity for them to have us in their backyard. And then heading up to Bristol yesterday and spending the afternoon in the studios. Again, they have never had a conference do that, and how appreciative they were of that. I think if it did anything, it really bridged a gap there that's been there forever with the West Coast and East Coast. We are not there by no means of where we need to be, but we've taken the right step and a big step in the right direction. But I say this, we've gained a lot more respect without question from the East Coast and the media.
Ted Miller, ESPN.com, for both Paul and Kevin. How do you guys feel about being picked 10th again, and is that going to be a motivating factor in the locker room this preseason?
Go ahead, Kevin.
Well, the last 2 seasons have been pretty rough, and we've been picked to be 10th the last 2 years, and again this year. I mean, you just kind of got to ignore it. This year we're going to shock some people, and we're excited about the season. I mean, like Coach was saying, Jeff Toole is going to be a great leader for the offense, and the defense will return a large amount of guys. And we're just excited about the season, and we don't really care about the rankings or anything like that. I mean, it's more of a distraction, personally, I think. And you just got to ignore it, and you got to think about the season, because football's football. When it comes down to it, doesn't matter what the media says. No offense to you guys.
In the front.
Following up on Ted's question, Kevin, you've been around the program for a long time. How would you compare this roster to the other rosters previous years?
A lot of people say we're not the most talented group, but we're the hardest working group that I feel is out there every Saturday. Coach Lovat, our lifting coach, has got us working really hard and just getting bigger and stronger. And we're just really excited about the season, and people are passionate. Like all the players, you can tell in their eyes. You can see that they're excited about playing football for Washington State. And compared to other years, I mean, we've had more talented group of guys, but I feel like this year it's hard work beats talent any day, and I feel like we're just really excited about the season, and we're just ready to play some football.
Any further questions? We got one more up here on the left here.
Bob Condotta from the Seattle Times. Do you consider the quarterback race open in any way at all, or I mean, I guess at the end of spring publicly, it seemed like you were leaving it a little bit vague there.
Yeah, well, heading into fall, Jeff Toole's the quarterback, with the opportunity to continue to give Marshall reps, because, as we all know, probably 80 to 90% of the time you need 2 quarterbacks to play for you in any given season. So, Jeff's the leading guy without question. I think we all know that. But I think Marshall, I think we're actually going to have the luxury to have 2 quarterbacks that can help us win games, which we have not had that opportunity here. And so they're both going to get quality reps, and they're both going to be ready to play for us. But Jeff is obviously